It'll be a tough one here, I think, for Jamie against Catherine Parenteau, my bitch, but see how it goes.
Yeah, Catherine's definitely a bit more seasoned, but Jamie has been doing well. Recently signed with the PPA Tour. She was doing PPA Tour Asia events with the Trailblazers before, I believe.
I think if Catherine can get her, get the strategy down, it'll be tough for Jamie. Sometimes difficult to play a new player, right? Because you're not really sure what they prefer. And
exactly.
0-0.
Nice return by Catherine there. Painted that corner.
Yeah, set it up well for sure. Come in and finish, right? On a good return. Sometimes the singles, I think players, a lot of amateur players sometimes return and come in all the time, but you got to have a good return to come up to the net, I believe is. All right, so Catherine's 71% win rate in singles. That's pretty strong. What do you think? I mean, that's
that is a strong winning record right there in a lot of matches.
0-0.
I think a lot of those losses are probably against Anna Lee, either in the semis or the finals, which is really hard to crack that nut.
Oh, great dipper by Jamie there.
Yeah, this shot here, right? This is such a critical part of singles game, right? That short court dipping cross court, forehand and backhand.
I think she just painted that line back there. Great passing shot.
Agreed.
Jamie scores the first 2 points, 2-0.
2-0.
What are your thoughts, maybe, on, like, sometimes you get a player like Jamie, he'll come in and maybe make a run, maybe even win a game here. But a lot of times it seems like the more veteran players are able to just, game in and game out, right? Just just stick with itness, if you will.
Yeah, I would say veteran players often pull out those 3-game victories or just those victories more often. I think it comes down to that confidence that comes just with match play and just being like, been here, done this. But, Jamie is the 15 seed here, so she's accumulated points.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, don't get to be 15 seed at any PPA tournament without having some success prior to this tournament. So.
Good point there. Catherine played that really smart.
Just did the least necessary to get the job done, right? Just poke it in the open court there. Nice work.
1-2.
All right, and Jamie has a 47% win rate. So just under that 50%.
2-2.
But again, winning any match here on the PPA Tour is impressive, and she's close to that 50-50 mark. And I'm thinking that some of those matches were in Asia and some of those matches were here.
It's interesting to see the growth of the sport in Asia, where the players over there, maybe you haven't heard the name here, you're right, but it's like the play over there is amazing. You see some of the results recently with some of the players from here going over there and, having really tough situations over there, tough matches.
Good point there. They're really making each other earn these points early on. Catherine is up 4-2.
I don't know about you, Mevish, but I look at timeout usage as a sign of like good game management and maturity. So that a lot of players will look at that and go like, that's 4-2. Why do you take a timeout? But I think it's a powerful use of a timeout there to reset and not let things get out of hand, particularly against a really tough opponent.
I agree.
Point. 5-2.
Wow.
Side out.
Great point and great passing shot by Jamie to win that point.
I like their patience there, Mevish. Like, just kind of staying with the point, working it a little bit, right? Not trying to go for too much, let it develop a little bit.
I will say it's a little windy here at the Daytona Beach Open, so that is a factor.
Side out.
Nice short angle by Catherine there.
I like a tricky little shot there. I don't think Jamie expected that shot there.
Five, 2.
Catherine started down 0-2, but she's now taken the lead 6-2. Gotten some good momentum.
Three counts, timeout.
Yeah.
Receiver, set
Good timeout there, right?
44 seconds.
Miss return to serve, just
Yep.
get out of that situation if you can. So I'm thinking this tournament, Mevish, like this is Catherine's got a real shot at taking this title, right? So
Yeah.
she's got to be really locked down. You have, Brooks not in this tournament, Kate, right? Annalie, obviously. I think those are the three that jumped out at me. Obviously, really good slew of players here, but when you see, basically Annalie not being here, right? That really opens the door for Caitlin, for Catherine, for some other players to come in. Leah, maybe.
Absolutely. Yeah. Catherine's definitely a contender for gold here.
No timeouts, no free challenges. One
And
timeout,
this
one
is a
timeout.
first-time matchup between Catherine and Jamie.
I think whatever, first matchup advantage sometimes goes to the
Time in.
unknown players probably gone by now. So it's going to be a grind for Jamie to battle back into this thing against a player like Catherine.
Point.
So I'm torn here, Mevish, in terms of strategy. Do you think Jamie should try and work the rallies or just go big right now?
I think she's got to go big.
I think
Got
so
to
too.
hit her shots. I would like to see her come in first as well if she can, which kind of takes hitting those bigger shots to be able to have the opportunity to come in. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think, you can, you'll see some of the matches now where you'll see, like, let's say, like a Paris Todd and a Brooke Buckner or somebody like that playing, and they're just kind of hammering some baseline balls. But I don't think she can stand at the baseline and hammer balls with Catherine here. I think she needs to, take some risks like that. That's a great shot, right? Risky shot out to the outside, right? Create some pressure.
Two, 9.
Catherine's been throwing in that short roller out wide a decent amount, and it's been effective. And Jamie kind of looked over to her bench and was like, what do I do with that?
9-2.
I think it might be a tough ball. I'm looking at Jamie's grip, right? She has a real extreme grip, which is not uncommon these days, right? But like if you can get it low on the forehand side, it's going to be hard for her to lift that ball, I think, if I can get it short and low.
Catherine kind of did it again there. Maybe a strategy that she
10-2.
came into the match with. wide there. Let's see if Jamie can get off 2 here.
Right now, I'd be thinking not about trying to come back in game 1. It's just trying to find some momentum, right? Get a little bit of rhythm, maybe take it into game 2.
Yeah, Jamie got that short ball there. Just sailed it a little bit long, but I like her having that opportunity to come in. Wow. Great play by Jamie there.
Yeah, she constructed that really well. Maybe she can build on that. Little unlucky there.
All right, game point for Catherine here.
10-2.
Too much pressure.
Big game by Catherine there. Wins that first game 11-2.
Folks watching this don't know about it. I mean, it's Challenger travels to a lot of places where the PPA may not be going necessarily right now, and you get to see really good pickleball. Obviously, Jamie played there, and she's playing here, so really good pickleball at the Challenger Series if you get to check those out. So, in person, particularly.
0-0.
All right, so Catherine's winning first game, or winning after winning the first game percentage is 90%, which is really, really good. So odds are definitely in her favor to win this game right here. But let's see if Jamie can press her a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be good to see, Jamie. She had that floater a minute ago that she missed. Missing those are going to be really hard to beat a player like Catherine. So
2-0.
I see it like, Jamie's got nothing to lose right now, right? So just hit big and see how it develops. It's a great rally.
She really moved Catherine around well at that point.
See Catherine with the same shot, the forehand looper, right? And then pulled her wide and opened up the court.
Yeah, they're both hitting that short, wide ball.
Maybe that was the coach's answer when she looked over and said, "What should I do about it?" The coach said,
Do it back.
You hit it, yeah. Before she hits it.
2-0.
Battle there.
Jamie stretched Catherine just enough to make her miss.
0-2.
Good aggressive play by Jamie there.
That's what you mentioned earlier, right? To kind of like find a way to move forward, create some pressure, right?
Yeah.
Close the gap a little bit.
She did a good job there.
1-2.
Short ankles.
Nice shot. Good sequence. See if she can build on that a little bit, right? That's where I think it gets difficult sometimes for the lower seeds in these, the less experienced players to keep building on that. Looks like Jamie, thus far, doesn't have a good record of coming back after losing the first game, right? Not having ever come back after losing the first game.
Yeah.
And it's tough anyway. It's just the overall stats, I don't know what they are, Mavish, but at pickleball, I got to imagine that losing the first game, coming back and winning the next two is not a great percentage, but there is something to be said for that kind of just keep battling, right? One rally at a time.
Like you said earlier, I think important for Jamie to be in the second game thinking I've got nothing to lose, so might as well just go for it, hit my shots, play aggressive.
I'm going to look for it again, but I've seen a couple of times where like it looks like the rally is kind of over, meaning like she kind of floated one to Catherine maybe at the net, and it looks like she kind of like finish it, like not continuing the rally, if you will. I think that sends a signal to the opponent, right? All I have to do is just float it in, and you're not going to go chase it. And I think that mindset is important when you're playing. Just keep fighting. Whatever happens, happens, right?
I think that was 2 missed returns by Catherine there. Going for your serves and going for your returns can go a long way in singles.
That's a tough way to let Catherine off the hook, right? She just missed a couple shots and missed the third like that.
3-4.
I was watching the match before this one, the men's match, and there was I don't know how many video challenges upon challenges, stuff like that. I was just looking over at the referee at the table here. This has been a pretty clean match so far, right?
Yeah.
No video challenges, no disputes.
Great passing shot by Jamie there.
I got to think Catherine, maybe like one more, and she'll call timeout, I think. It's a good passing shot by Jamie, but it's not like Catherine's normal return there. So.
Yeah.
5-3.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm with you on that.
Those ones you wouldn't want to
3-5.
just let Catherine off the hook while she's
Point.
a couple errors.
And this is what we were talking about earlier, right? Like where like players like Catherine, they'll have a couple errors, but then they just lock it down. And sometimes players without the seasoning, they just kind of lose it, after a couple of misses.
Five, 5. Start out.
Nice return by Jamie there.
I'm seeing more of, in this match, they're doing a lot of it, that cut serve. I haven't seen that much in singles. Are you seeing a lot of that, Mevish?
Yeah, I also was noting that. I don't feel like I see a whole lot of the cut serves.
I have nothing against it, but I'm trying to figure out what the
Strategy.
Yeah.
Start out.
because even Catherine, both Jamie and Catherine are doing it, which is surprising.
Sometimes when there's wind, like personally, I end up hitting a slice serve just because I think it's easier to control. So I wonder if that's playing a factor, but
Start out.
it doesn't feel like it's too windy at the moment.
That time she went to the traditional serve, right, the topspin serve, and put pressure. And I don't know, it just seems like a more pressure laden serve.
6-5.
6 with it.
Start out.
Catherine returned and came in off that one.
That's something too. I think like amateur players don't like returning middle. Sometimes will bottle up the angles, right? I mean, you don't always have to return big angle and open up the counter angles.
Start out.
Well, and Catherine won the first game 11-2, and now Jamie leads the second game 7-5.
And Mevish, you were talking a little bit during the break about, you know, what's going on, and sometimes it's a focus issue, right? Where you win the first game 11-2, pretty convincing win, and you come out the second game and think it's just gonna like be yours. Maybe you lose a little focus on your returns and get a little sloppy in the play. Happens. See if she can, you know, recover from it. My money, Mevish, is still on Catherine to come back in game 2. If I was betting, the betting man, I would bet on Catherine making a comeback here just because of her expertise, you know, her experience as a player.
Yeah, and those stats definitely favor her.
Wow, beautiful touch.
We saw earlier that Catherine had a 90% second game winning rate after winning the first game, so it's very high.
Six, 7.
Catherine was almost unbeatable after winning game 1, right? So. To me, this match is like, you know, whether Jamie wins or loses this match, it's like a growth opportunity for her, right? She's up 7-6 in game 2. What happens now? How do you play this out, right? Win or lose this game.
Wow.
That was a beautiful rally.
Great deep ball, and then volleyed it short. Catherine's fast, but that was just too good.
That's an example maybe of where I would like to see Jamie at least take a stab at the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, she may not be able to, but at least move over to the ball a little bit, close the space on the volley, just to send a signal that, oh, Catherine's going to be like, what? Not the net.
Eight,
6. Point.
Great shot by Jamie there.
Rose Catherine held the paddle, nice.
9-6.
I feel like Jamie's actually been doing well when Catherine comes to the net and finding a way to pass her, get around her.
He wants that one back for sure. That was a neat silver platter for her.
Just as I said that, she missed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oopsies.
You jinx her, right? The jinx, they say, I guess.
6-9.
I got to think there's 2 reasons Catherine's got to buckle down here, right? Hunker down here is, one, you never want to let the player think they can beat you, right? So you lose game 2, now all of a sudden it's a kind of a point flip. And there are other reasons. It's, she's still got, I think, what, two more rounds today if she prevails here.
7-9.
Gotta keep her energy. She wants to make it to Saturday.
Point.
Oh,
Ooh.
2 missed returns by Jamie there, but I think we've got a challenge of the out call.
Center receiver, 8-9.
First video challenge, right? A little confusion about the referee timeout versus video challenge here, so we've solved that and puzzle now, and we're ready to go.
Point.
And another one? Oh, my, 3 in a row.
Oh, man.
And just for the record, that was not Mevish's fault that we had the confusion. I'll take responsibility for that one. Just kidding. These things happen. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Side out.
Makes up for the missed returns a little bit.
A little bit.
And we are still at 9-9, so tied game, anything can happen.
9-9.
That was a pretty sick shot at 9-9.
Side out. Nine. Point.
What do you think of that return? That kind of loop, cut, return. Just
Good
let's
job, first round receiver, 10-9,
let
45
Catherine have the
seconds.
whole court.
Yeah, I don't love it. Looks like Jamie just took a timeout.
The timeout challenge thing. That's the kind of not a new rule, but it's a newish kind of way of doing things with timeouts, right? You get the one full timeout, and then you get like one
Video challenge.
video challenge that you can use as a timeout, basically. But you're not really challenging anything. You're just like, I just need a minute. So.
It is game point for Catherine. She was down 6-9 and then got some momentum. Let's see if she can close it out here.
Yep. Time in, 10-9.
You keep that 90% record intact. Or add to it, I guess. Oof.
Right out.
That's like an 85, 90% shot for Catherine there. Just missed.
9-10. Right out.
All right, this is where I think Catherine's experience is just, these last few rallies are going to be, experience are going to usually win out in these. Just Catherine's going up there to serve, been here before.
10-9.
Got to repeat now. Nice passing shot, beautiful passing shot. So Mevish, what do you think? Pretty solid match. I thought Jamie did really well in the second game, at least to make it a competition. That was good.
Yeah, again, I think we've talked about this, but that experience that Catherine has and that confidence that she carries shows. Even when she was down 6-9 in that second game, she continued to stay confident, and we got some, unforced errors from Jamie, which I think could be that lack of experience. So, but yeah, these two ladies, I'm sure we'll see a lot more of both of them.
Yep. We got Catherine moving forward to play Lara. I don't know. I pronounce it Lara. Do you know Lara? I've never seen her play for Lara Giltonen is Catherine's next opposition. She beats